Ashton TV, joined by manager Steve Cunningham after the 2-1 home victory against Bradford Park Avenue. Steve, you can't argue from it. It's some of the best football we've seen in a long time here at Hurstcross in that opening 20 minutes.
It was, yeah. I think we all got a little bit carried away as well, even on the bench. Yeah, it was breathtaking. I thought we saw a real glimpse of what we're trying to do and how we want to play, and obviously you can tell now because we've got a surface that allows us to do that. I thought the first 20 minutes was the best that the club's probably seen, I'd like to think. The problem is we got too comfortable. As soon as the injury happened, it sort of just absolutely led bloom, and our levels just went from here down to there, and it was all over the park, and we gave them 10 minutes where you're thinking we've gone from really dominating the game, great possession, great work rate, just everything was fantastic. But then we just dropped off and we've let them get right back in the game. They've scored a really cheap goal. One lad's just run right across the 18-yard box, across 8-9 players. That's not us. And then they had the wind up for 10 minutes, and it took a bit of time just to get back into the game. And then we've obviously scored near the end with a real quality goal, and obviously really pleased for James Hardy to score in his debut. But the link up and the build up into it, the awareness from Lowy to let it go across his body with the awareness with Hardy behind him, and what a cool finish with a minute to go. So it then took their wind again. Second half was tough. We played some good stuff at times, but obviously I'm sure you'll talk about it. But once we've gone down to 10 men, it was a real back to the wall performance, and I'm really proud of the way that they handled that situation, and really deserved 2-1 win for us.
You mentioned down to 10 men. Brad Abbott stretched it off with about 15-20 minutes left. First of all, what's the update on Brad, and how happy were we with the lads' performance that were remaining on the pitch with all three subs made, that they managed to hold out and keep all 3 points?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, Brad Abbott, we wish him a really speedy recovery. We hope it's not as bad as what we think it could be. He's gone off on crutches. He's obviously going to have to go to hospital and we're going to have to get it scanned and looked at. But, fingers crossed, it's not as bad as what we think. And it was a real shame because we rested him for that reason, that we've got a massive game on Saturday and he was pivotal to the way that we want to play at Lancaster. So, the good thing is we've got such a great group that at half time we did talk about the mentality side of our team. We've got a little weakness that when we're playing really well and a team puts it on us and we have that little spell where we just lose ourselves, we lose ourselves badly. And I feel like second half that could easily have happened when we've gone down to 10 men because we'd already made the subs. But what a 20-minute performance from the whole team, even the non-playing staff as well on the bench. There's Cole Lonsdale, Andreas Bianga, Kate, and lads who've not even got on Birdie, all supporting the team, and that shows that we are in it together. And I thought the performance in the last 20 minutes really typified what we want to be off the ball, and how hungry we are to try and just keep going under the radar and winning football matches. There's different ways of winning. There's the 20-minute spell, playing unbelievable football, have an identity, front foot, flowing football, breaking lines, creative goals, hard to beat. But then the second way of winning the game is exactly what we did in the 20 minutes, and fair play, every man to a T was fantastic in that last 20 minutes.
Obviously, break from league action once again on Saturday for 2 weekends. How does that change the mentality? Because you're going to be looking at a league where we're going to be having games in hand, but then looking ahead, Lancaster FA Cup, you mentioned it before, how big of a game it is for the club. Chance to get into the fourth qualifying round, for the first time in 20-30 years. I don't know the exact date, but how do you prepare for that as a group with only 4 or 5 days out?
We're just going to keep the same mentality, Matt. I think for us, we've only lost 1 in our last 8 games. We're in a really good place at the moment. The squad's vibrant. We can be so much better. There's good competition for places. We've got players returning from injury. So we'll sort of just analyse how we go about the games, but every game will be just treated like it's the next game. It's the biggest game of the season because it's the next one. We really want to do well in the Cups because I think the club has been a bit stagnant over the last few years, and it galvanises the town a little bit more, helps with finances, which everyone knows, and we're getting to that latter stage now where it's bigger prize money and it means a lot to the football clubs. So that puts a little bit of pressure on. But we didn't budget for it, so it's a nice situation that we can be in to really put the club on the map in those sorts of events. But for us, it's about winning football matches because winning's a habit, and we'll just treat it like as we've done every game so far. So we'll just concentrate on the next one now, which is Lancaster away. Really looking forward to going there, and what a fantastic occasion that'll be for the football club.